Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play Series 2, where we're doing a hardcore vanilla career mode, and here in front of us is the Mark 1 from last episode. The Mark 1 that Valentina bravely took to the skies, tested out, and successfully completed a few missions. Now, just to catch you up on what's happened since last time. Since last time, I decided to make a science version of this plane, so we have here the Mark 1S. So the Mark 1S is exactly the same, except we've stuck a materials bay on and a mystery goo on top. That's it. I thought to myself, if I need to go and get some science from somewhere, I can take this out, fly it around, and go and nip and get the science. It would be a lot easier to land near the mountains and then taxi into them than trying to find a rocket over there like I did at the beginning of the last episode. But then I thought, well, there's lots of science around the Kerbal Space Centre out there, which I need to collect, because I remember doing it last series, that you can get science from outside the vehicle assembly building, from the crawlway, from all the different places, R&D, all those things, right? So I ended up expanding upon this, and it eventually built this. And it is appropriately named the I don't know what this is. And it was actually quite good for the job. It was cheap and cheerful to build. It was stable. It could move quite quickly. With all the brakes on full torque, it did quite well. So I went round and collected the science from each of the different sections of this facility. So that's done. And we will probably never use this craft because it is a monstrosity. But it could be inspiration for future designs. Now, let us leave here and go check out the contracts that we have, because actually, no, let's not leave here. Let's just have a look. Oh no, we need to go get more contracts. Right, over to the contracts. And here we are, over with Gene Kerman and all the contracts. We've got various different ones. Let's check them out. Now, I said we'll be orbiting Kerbin sometime soon. I really do hope that happens. Once we get this, I don't think... No, I think you get it expires in 5 days. The offer does, but I don't think there's a particular time limit that you have to do it in. Yeah, duration. There's no duration. But we can only have 2 maximum contracts, so we're not going to have that. There's these VIP ones caught my eye here, because it was a suborbital space flight of Kerbin. And I'm thinking, we could quite easily do that. And then I saw another one here, a suborbital space flight of Kerbin. And I thought, oh, fantastic, we'll get both of them, that one and this one. And I'm thinking now, well, hang on a minute, how are we going to do that? What counts as a suborbital space flight? Well, I know what counts as suborbital, but what counts as a space flight? Well, let's do an experiment. Let's take the Mark 1. Here's the Mark 1 with Valentina's cockpit. We're going to keep the parachutes on because we're going to do a modification. We're going to add a couple of cannons to it. Okay. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. Actually, I do know how I'm going to do this. We're going to use these girders. We're going to have a couple of girders. A couple. There we go. And then we can attach... let's see. Let's turn the pod around like that. We'll attach the pods like this. Okay. And then we're just going to use the offset tool just to bring them in. Otherwise, we wouldn't really be able to attach them on properly. Now, it's not very aerodynamic anymore. Actually, it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. But at least we can, in theory, carry a couple of people. So, let's have a look. Let's see. We've got Valentina in the cockpit. Here's our tourist. Let's put each of those tourists in there, and let's see if we can do a suborbital flight in the Mark 1. Now, the weight distribution has changed, and the thrust and all that, so it might not fly very well. Although the centre of lift isn't too bad. Maybe if we just bring these back just a little bit. Can we get them? And yeah, if we just bring them back a little bit so the centre of mass is just a little bit further back than it... There. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Okay, we'll keep this as the Mark 1. It's just a modification to the Mark 1. So we'll call it the Mark 1T for transport. Let's save that and take it out to the launch pad. Okay, so, we've got Jebediah. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, pilot change. There we go, that's better. We've got Valentina in there now. So we've got our two tourists. Can we go IVA? Here we go. So they can see the stars out of their pod. So they get a little window for their flight, and I suppose they could actually control stuff if they really wanted to. But my idea is we're going to take these guys up and we're going to bring them back down again. So let's spin up the engine a little bit. Throttle down. Loosen those brakes and just manoeuvre ourselves. Oh, God, we're going a bit quick. There we go. Just make sure that we've got the brake torque set to maximum this time. And there we go. Right, we're going to attempt to take off. So, first of all, we'll stop here. Just prepare ourselves and spin up the engine. Now, I reckon we can get up to 50 kilonewtons of thrust before we disengage. There we go. We move forward. Now, I'm going to try and lift it up a little bit. Is it going to be too heavy? Oh, no! 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 It's a little unwieldy. It's very unwieldy. Oh, I'm not very happy about this. No, it's spinning. Out of control. Parachutes. Parachutes. Cut the engine. You know what? The parachutes saved their lives. I think suborbital means that we have to get into space. So this was a stupid idea. Let's do it properly. Okay, so flying out there with Valentina didn't work. Let's see if Jebediah can do any better in a spaceship. Now, we've got a mass limit of 18 tons, and I've got a feeling this vessel I'm about to design is going to get close. So let's get right to it. And there we go. So for some reason I went straight from the Mark 1 to the Mark 3. So this is now the Mark 2. My theory with this is that we can get Jebediah and 2 tourists in this craft, and in theory this has got enough power to get to space if I can deploy it right. We've got some tail fins so that we can help direct the craft. That'd be quite good. I just realised that we've got monopropellant in here and we don't need that, so we can take that out, and take it out there as well. That reduces our tonnage limit to within the amount. Can I fit anything else in? Can we get some like winglets on the front? Or is that going to put us over? Oh, that doesn't put us over. Well, that's good. Are we? That's ridiculous. No, let's not do that. Let's just leave us as we are. And oh, actually, aerodynamic. No, because let's put. Yes, let's do that. Oh my goodness, this is a terrible craft. I want as many parachutes as possible. There we are. I think I've got away with 3. No, 4? 3. Got away with 3. Okay, so here we are, yes. We're going to take this craft up and we're going to try and take these 2 tourists to space. So, Jebediah's already in the command pod. Let's get the 2 tourists in there. Oh, God. Let's save the Mark II and head out to the launch pad. Okay, so it's the next morning and we are out on the launch pad ready with our rocket. The only thing is that I forgot to tell you earlier that I've limited these different things. The thumper here is limited to 50% throttle, and the hammers are limited to about 60, 75-ish. I just threw them in there. Jebediah and the 2 tourists are in the pods, ready to go. Let's get SAS on. Check the staging. Yep, those 2 there. Then they fall off, and the main one goes. Then that top bit detaches, and the parachutes go to let us back. Okay, right. So we've got the right. Let's launch in 3, 2, 1, and we are away. That was a smooth launch. Actually, quite liked it. Okay. So, it is imperative that we get these people up and down nice and safely. We also need to just touch into space. And last time when we did a space mission, who was it? In the first episode, a couple of episodes ago, we didn't get a crew report from Jebediah, so maybe this is going to be an opportunity for us to get that. Now, the hammers... Sorry, these hammers? Yeah, the hammers are about to go, and we're going to switch to the thumper. There they go. A little bit of loss in velocity, hardly anything though. Right. Now, where are we now? 5,000. Let's see. Are we going to actually... How high are we going to get at the moment? 10. Well, that's not enough. But this is going to burn, and hopefully we can get a nice... And I want to get a sideways motion on this as well, which is going to be quite difficult to get, considering that we've only got 3 fins. I should have put 4 fins on this, really. But never mind. Let's fix the rotation. Of course, with 3 commands pods, we've got a lot of torque in the reaction wheels. How are we doing? 23? 25? Are we going to make it? We're just over half amount of this fuel. We are getting faster and faster. 30. We need to hit that magical 70 mark. We're going sideways. We're down to about a third, a quarter, 38. Let's get that fuel up on the screen there in the top right. 46. 48. 50. I think we're just going to make it. It's going to be flipping close. We need to hit that 70 mark. And there it is. There's the 70 mark. Perfect. Well, there we go, folks. Managed to get... Oh, we will be going into space. Part 1 of this done. Okay, so now we're classed as in space. Jebediah is in the top can. Crew report. There we go. Crew report while in space near Kerbal. It seems that we're very much in space now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Is the report back from our research specialist. Let's keep that data. Okay, here we go. We're coming back in. I'm hoping that we can actually produce quite a lot of drag with this vessel. Slow ourselves down. 20,000, and we're not slowing down enough. 17, 16. Come on, guys, slow down. Slow down quicker. Slow down quicker. Slow down quicker. Come on, 6,000. Pull that Pull that nose up. Yes! Yes, we're going to slow down quickly enough. Let's detach and do parachutes. Oh. That was a bit close. That was a little bit close. We did it! Jebediah! We did it! We got you and the tourists back safely. Nearly got hit by our own booster rocket there, but never mind. I wonder how much money we're going to get back. But look, suborbital space flight is complete. We just need to recover these guys safely. So let's do that now. And here we go. So, we've recovered the vessel. We got that crew report while in space. Fantastic. Parts, we got 2,800 funds back. That's not too bad. And the crew, Jebediah and both our tourists. Fantastic. Done. And here is our reward. Very VIP. We got a reputation. We don't really want reputation. We want money, please. And no, there's the money. Brilliant. And reputation. And the money. And some extra money. And I don't know how much we got about that. It wasn't a great deal. Well, there we go, folks. Today we did manage to ferry the tourists about. Let's set up for next time. Oh, we've got some more tourists. I'll probably do them. I'll do them in between episodes because that's going to be exactly the same as what we've just done. Let's take that. But we've got a few different things to do next time, including testing a few items by the looks of it. Yeah, testing at launch site. That's always a good thing. Anything at the launch site is brilliant to test because it's easy. It's easy and it's cheap money and it's cheap stuff. 93 science though, we can probably start looking at what we're going to be spending our money on. Again, I kind of want to be going with this aerodynamic sort of theme because advanced landing, medium... Where's the small landing gears? There's a tiny landing gear. Oh, there it is. Small landing gear. Parachutes and stuff. Yeah, I want supersonic flight. But there's no engine for that. High altitude flight, ramjet. That's my target. Right? It's quite a way away, so maybe we shouldn't dart over towards it. Maybe we should continue with our rocketry. We're going to need this Terry engine to get into orbit. And getting into orbit is what we'll probably do next time. So let's research that for the science. Buy all the parts, because I think we'll need them for the funds. And I think basic science is due to be bought, because then we get the thermometer and we can collect more science. So 45 science, quick check. Yeah, let's have it. Bam. And let's purchase. Should we purchase all the parts? Probably not, because I don't probably intend to use this Stay Put, Nick. Oh, let's do it. There we go. Oh dear. Well, there we go, folks. The tourists have all been dealt with. I'm going to ferry these next two tourists around, and I will see you next time. Well, thank you very much for watching. I will see you. Take care. Goodbye.